Hi there. It is another cool morning, perfect weather. I thought, why not share with you 5 business ideas that you can actually start with just 10,000 Kenya shillings. With 10K, someone will be going close to building a good business empire by starting these simple, tested, and very effective business ideas. You are all much welcome to my channel. My name is Afagza Sifunam. So the structure of the video is going to be like this. The first part, I'm going to share the 5 business ideas with you, discussing each of them quite in detail. And then the second part of the video, I'm also going to share with you just general checks someone needs to do to ensure their business is off to a good start. So the 5 business ideas are: idea number 1 is the idea of selling eggs, smokies, sausages, samosas, and so forth using a trolley. I'm very sure wherever you live in Kenya, whether in Nairobi, Mombasa, Nakuru, Eldoret, Turkana, name it, we all seen people selling eggs, boiled eggs, selling smokies, selling samosas in trolleys. Guys, this is an idea someone can look to delve into. And by the way, it's going to cost you somewhere between around 6K to 10K for you to be able to start this business. I'm talking about you acquiring that trolley, branding it, getting even an apron, you even, for example, getting the initial stocks, eggs, smoky packets, samosas, and so forth. Just is going to cost you about somewhere between 6K to about 10K for you to be ready to go with this business. And the good thing is that, given this is the kind of business considered small businesses, and most of the time these people are mobile, they also don't require really a license for them to operate. Yes, of course, day in, day out, they get that temporary license from the kanjos, maybe paying somewhere between 80 shillings to about 120 shillings per day for them to be able to operate for the entire day. And be rest assured, the profit from this kind of business is also good money. From the look of it, someone may think that person selling eggs or smokies using a trolley is suffering. But the reality is, guys, those people make good amount of money. In fact, I remember some time back, I used to live in Embakasi. I had a very, very detailed conversation with one of the person who was selling smokies there, because this guy was kind of interesting. As people were waking up every morning to go to work, this guy was also very well dressed, wake up, has his iron shirt very well on, has a tie, and then he goes out there to sell smokies and eggs. And actually, he used to sell smoky and eggs from morning till about 9 p.m. at night. So I had a conversation with him with regards to how much money he's making. I was really shocked, because this guy told me he makes a profit of somewhere between 2K to 5K per day. But his case was the kind of case whereby someone is having high traffic, guaranteed traffic from morning till 9 p.m. at night. So that's the first business idea you could look to delve into with just 10K Kenya shillings. And then the second business idea you could look to jump into with just 10K Kenya shillings is the idea of selling fruits and also groceries. People out here, I'm very sure day in, day out, you go to a car, for example, vegetables from a nearby Mama Boga, okay? You go, for example, at a nearby fruit vendor place to acquire fruits and so forth. So this is an idea you could also look to delve into. The idea of selling fruits to people, selling vegetables to people. And by the way, this idea is also most likely gonna pay you very well, because the margins or the profits when it comes to dealing with fruits or vegetables are also quite high. To give you all an example, you might find, for example, someone goes in the market and acquires, I'm talking about a big market, and then acquires 5 bunches of vegetables, for example, at 20 shillings, comes in your local hood, sells to you maybe at 10 shillings, 5 shillings. At the end of the day, this person is making good amount of money. They might even be making twice the amount of money they used to acquire these vegetables, to acquire these fruits. So you're talking about a business which has good margin. And by the way, in case someone has the numbers, when it comes to selling fruits, be sure they're gonna be in very big business, because most people out there buy fruits day in, day out. So with these purchases, people might just be making good amounts of money out there. With 10K, someone can easily make a profit of over 7K with just a single round of purchase of fruits and then selling to people in the hood. And then, guys, the third business idea you could look to delve into is the idea of outside catering. What do I mean? Food is a very big business in Kenya. Also, cooked food is very, very big business in Kenya. If you know you are a very good cook, people like your food, people like the delicacies you make out there, why not turn that into a business? Through ensuring you have very, 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 very clear online branding, you get packages for how you're going to be packaging your food, you know, and also you use social media marketing, another form of marketing out there, brochures and so forth, to push your name out there. And you can actually be cooking food at the comfort of your house and then selling to people, you know, delivering into offices in urban centers, you know, delivering to markets and so forth. And this can be a very, very lucrative business that you can just start with under 10K. You are getting all those ingredients, getting assortment of foodstuffs, and then starting this business of selling food to people. And by the way, most of if you're an urban center, you can actually lock in a good size of market, because you might just find people who are, for example, in a central place in an office. You get, for example, 20 people in one office, 20 people in another office, 20 people in another different office. You're going to have actually over 50 clients per day whom you're going to be delivering food to. So the idea of outside catering is actually also a cool idea, more so if you are a good cook and actually your foods are very tasty, right? And then the fourth business idea which you could look to delve into is the idea of farming. Assuming you live in your own piece of land, okay? You're not renting the house you're living in, it's your actual home. And you're actually looking for extra money. Why not turn the space, for example, at the front of your house, at the back of the house, to be a small garden? You know, with just 10K shillings, you could get whichever kind of seeds you're looking for, whichever kind of plants you're looking for, start planting them. Like, for example, think about coriander, think about vegetables, and so forth. You could start this kind of business and actually plant and sell to the different markets nearby your space, your place. And actually, with just 10,000 Kenya shillings, this is going to be sufficient to start that kind of business, assuming you're living on your own lot of land. And even so, even if you're not living in your own lot of land, you can actually also rent out a given piece of land near you. And by the way, outside the urban centers, someone can even lend out land for as little as 5,000 Kenya shillings and then be on course in starting this farming business. And then, guys, the fifth and last business idea I want to discuss with you is the idea of you doing content creation. Exactly what I'm doing right now, creating content for the world to see. And by the way, there are very, very many content host sites out there, very many streaming sites out there. For example, YouTube, TikTok, you name it. With the growth of social media space, we have very, very many different sites out there which actually pay creators for them to create content for the masses. So if you are savvy, you can also look to delve into space, create content, be persistent at it, improve the quality, and then over time, you might just be monetized. And this could be a very good side hustle or even main hustle for you. Having finished the first part of the video, let me now discuss with you just in summary. I'm going to take just 1 minute to mention to you some of the key checks you need to be privy to when you're starting a business. In general, whether you're starting a business, whether a side hustle or your main hustle, guys, these three key things are irreducible minimum. The first thing is location or presence. Location is very important to any business. So if you're looking to delve into business, ensure you have very strategic location, because it's going to determine the flow of customers. Whether you get customers or not, choose a wrong location and you're going to be out of business soon, right? And then the second thing you need to be keen on is quality. You know, people are going to like what you sell to them, also in case it relates to food or services, if the quality is guaranteed. And if you're consistent at it, is when people are going to keep coming back for more and more. So ensure your quality is constant and also your quality is high quality. And then the last thing which you need to be keen on, regardless of talking about which business, is good customer service. Most of the times, people come into a business the first time through either referral or by accident, but they stay because of good customer service beyond the product or service they are being sold to. So ensure you work on your good customer service, how you communicate to customers, you know, how you interact with customers, how you assure customers, how you also genuine with customers, and so forth. All this is going to work towards ensuring your business is there for the long term and actually people keep coming back for more and more. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I look forward to share with you other videos next time. Bye bye and you all take care.